Good evening. My name is Felix Lebowski, and this is On Record. Believe it or don't. We are currently here on location at Witches Center and Cafe. We've talked about things that fell. We've talked about the explanations for the things that fell. Tonight, we go deeper. Not just the falls, the witchery of the falls. Charles Fort noticed something. Every time the sky dropped the impossible, snails, blood, beef, black rain, the explanations were the same ones used to burn witches. It was already here. Superstition, local species. 12 accounts, different centuries, different countries, different observers, different publications. I want you to notice what they have in common. I'll let you draw your own conclusion. That's always been your job. 1. The Snails of Bristol. Philosophical Magazine 58-310. Snails said to have fallen at Bristol, England, in a field of 3 acres, in such quantities they were shoveled up. It is said they may be considered a local species. Another correspondent insists the numbers were exaggerated and they'd been on the ground in the first place. Yet one person swore he saw them fall. This was his heir, says the investigator. But at the same time, the sun took a curious azure blue appearance. Fort noted the pattern, the same dismissal used for every witch tale. It is on record. 2. The Yellow Powder of Cerace. Blackwoods Magazine 3-338, March 14, 1813. Cerace, Calabria. A yellow powder fell. Some of it was collected by Signor Simonini. It proved resinous, but the fall was accompanied by loud noises in the sky and stones falling from the sky. Gladney himself recorded the concomitants. Fort, rather brutal. It is on record. 3. The Black Rain of Ireland. The Annals of Scientific Discovery, 1850. Annual Register, 1849. May 14, 1849. A district of 400 square miles in Ireland. Rain, the color of ink, fetid odor, very disagreeable. Later, thick black rain at Common, Ireland. April 30th, 1887. Black rain again, October 8th, October 9th, 1907. The explanations: soot, smoke, local manufacturing. Yet the falls occurred far from manufacturing centers. Fort noted the same refusal to look up that once condemned witches. It is on record. 4. The Red Rain of Siena. Annales de Chimie 85-266, American Journal of Science. December 28, 1860, northwestern Siena, Italy. Reddish rain fell copiously for 2 hours at 7 a.m. A second red shower at 11 o'clock. 3 days later, red rain again. The next day, another red rain. Each fall occurred in exactly the same limited area. Fort, the mark of something stationary above. It is on record. 5. The Beef of Kentucky. Scientific American and Contemporary Newspapers. March 3, 1876. Olympian Springs, Bath County, Kentucky. From a clear sky, flakes of substance that looked like beef fell. Flakes 2 to 4 inches square. Nothing else visible in the sky. The fall was investigated. The substance was examined. It looked like beef. It smelled like beef. Fourth, the substance that looked like beef that fell from the sky. It is on record. 6. The jelly and the frogs of Dubquid. Monthly Weather Review, June 1882. June 16, 1882, Dubuque, Iowa. In a thunderstorm, hailstones and pieces of ice fell. Inside some of the hailstones, small living frogs. Other pieces of ice contained nothing, but the frogs were alive after the fall. Fort noted the impossible selectivity. Frogs inside ice, yet the ice itself formed in the sky. It is on record. 7. The Leaves of Clairvaux. L'Astronomie, 1894, 194. Nature, 1889, 294. April 19, 1889. Clairvaux and Outre-Aube, France. Dried leaves of different species, oak, elm, etc., fell from the sky on a perfectly calm day. The fall was tremendous and lasted half an hour. The leaves fell almost vertically. A month earlier, an enormous segregation of oak leaves had fallen at a tree. For no whirlwind could explain the calm or the segregation. It is on record. 8. The Mussels of Paderborn. Monthly Weather Review, March 1887. Supplementary notes. August 9, 1892. Paderborn, Germany. A yellow cloud appeared. From it fell a torrential rain in which were hundreds of mussels. No mention of any whirlwind or body of water nearby that could have supplied them. For it, another localized and possible fault. It is on record. 9. The Fishes and the Turtle of Vicksburg. Monthly Weather Review, May 1894. May 11, 1894, Vicksburg, Mississippi. In a hailstorm, a small piece of alabaster fell. 8 miles away at Bovina, a live gopher turtle fell. Both in the same storm. For same selective marksmanship we saw with the frogs. It is on record. 10. The larvae of Switzerland. L'Astronomie, 1890, 313. January 1890, Switzerland. In a great tempest, incalculable numbers of larvae fell, some black, some yellow. The yellow larvae were 3 times the size of the black. They fell together, yet were different specific gravity. 4. No ordinary whirlwind sorts by color and size with such precision. It is on record. 11. The Cobwebs of Wisconsin. Scientific American and Contemporary reports. Fall of cobweb-like substance in Wisconsin. Flakes or rags of about an inch 1 inch broad and 5 or 6 inches long. Vicious, strong in texture, very white. No spiders seen falling, yet the webs fell in good-sized flakes of considerable weight. For it, the same viscous flake-forming property seen in the Kentucky beef and the Genoa resin. It is on record. And 12. The blood of Mizignati. Notes from the Meteorological Bureau and Public Health Laboratories of Rome. May 15, 1890. Mizignati, Calabria. The substance of the color of fresh blood fell from the sky. Examined in the public health laboratories, it contained corpuscles. Later, in the same place, blood fell again. For it, the repeating localized fall The same pattern as the red rains of Siena. It is on record. 12 accounts, 1800s through 1890s. England, Italy, Ireland, Kentucky, Iowa, France, Germany, Mississippi, Switzerland, Wisconsin, Calabria. Different countries, different centuries, different observers. But always the same witchery. Something falls that cannot be explained by any known terrestrial process. Science reaches for the same old broom it once used on witches. Local, already there, superstition. Charles Fort collected them. He noted the pattern. He let the pattern speak. I'll do the same. On record. We'll see you next time when the pattern gets even stranger. This has been Felix Lebesky. On record, believe it or don't, here at the Witches Cafe in Center. Good night.